What's the story behind the bike?
I'm going to tell you what the story behind this bike is. This is a 1913 Flesher Flyer built by Louis Flesher in Omaha, Nebraska in 1913. It's a one-of-a-kind bike. Uses a Spackey engine. You might notice Flesher Flyer on the footboards. I haven't run the bike in about 5 years, so we're going to crank it up and see what it'll do. So we'll put a little gas in it. We've been running a different bike or two every day, rare bikes every couple days, so today it's the Flesher Flyer's turn. Single speed transmission. It'll run about 60 miles an hour, 1,000 cc's. So the procedure is obviously put gas in it. Oh, look at that, I spilled gas all over myself. That was brilliant.
See the light? I hope it don't backfire.
Me too. That's what I was thinking. And I'm not taking my pants off.
Get into fire engine.
Come on, baby. There we go. Okay, you got the gas dripping. Not ready yet. This might take a couple minutes.
What year is that back?
1913.
13.
It hadn't run 5 years. Thank you guys, surprised me too. We're running the 1941 Harley Davidson shaft drive knucklehead three-wheeler. Only 17 of these bikes were ever built. This happens to be the Canadian prototype, serial number 1. Off to my right there's actually 2 more shaft drive knuckleheads in pieces. And but right now I'm going to get the battery put in this. We haven't run this bike in probably over a year, so stay tuned here and we'll see if it'll start on the first kick. Well, we've got the battery installed. Plenty of gas dripping. I've already put gas in it. And now we'll see if this thing will start. Off we go, follow me.
Yeah! Whoa!
There we go.
I wasn't scared.
Right in there.
That's sport clutch, I see.
We'll be running the shaft drive all weekend. Come on out and check out Wheels Through Time. 41 TA shaft drive, serial number 1 of 17 built.
Yeah.
Well, it's August 21st at Wheels Through Time. Today's special bike is truly special. This is a 1936 7.8, nobody really knows, Harley-Davidson factory hill climber. It uses the 80 cubic inch motor, very potent machine. It's rumored these were built for the Pacific Coast Racing Team, supposedly 6 built. This is the only surviving example, and truly a unique bike it is. All purpose built for one reason, hill climbing. But what a novel bike with an unusual combination VL motor, the special in-out box, rigid frame of course, special hill climbing everything. And I'm going to crank it up for you right now. It's a pretty simple process. You got to make sure you retard the spark on this bike a lot. Make sure the kill button's ready to go. You know, we hadn't run that bike in about 10 years. Actually, hadn't started the bike since we've relocated Wheels Through Time to North Carolina. But we pulled the bike off the hill climb hill, did a couple basic procedures, drained the bottom end, made sure the carburetor was clean, everything seemed to be working, didn't look at the points. Started on the second kick, and 1938 Harley 80-inch hill climber, super rare bike. Thanks for visiting. August 22nd at Wheels Through Time. Today's bike, the Big Fish, and of course you can see the Big Fish at wheelsthroughtime.com, and check this thing racing out in Death Valley, California. It always wins. It beat the famous Knuckle Buster, one of Kiwi's hot rod knuckleheads, and it's probably the fastest thing at Wheels Through Time. The bike itself is a 41 knucklehead with a rear suspension and a hopped up motor, and all this work was done by the famous Joe Robles, Harley-Davidson dealer in Wisconsin, in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and Joe built this for a personal bike, passed it on to a friend. Pretty lucky to own it here at Wheels Through Time. We run it regularly, and the rear suspension, about 18 years ahead of its time. The hot rod motor, we don't know what's in it, but it runs like a rocket. I'll crank this thing up for you, and hope to see you in Death Valley. You know, I forgot how much power this thing has. Get this thing out on the street, bring your old knucklehead down, we'll go for a little drag race, and or your Indian. And thanks for checking out wheelsfortime.com.